The channel's just hit a big milestone, but I need your input to shape what comes next. Hey all, welcome to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. If you're new here, this is a channel all about music, and I mainly do reactions and reviews and appreciation of everything from the 60s to the 90s-ish, but with some newer music in the mix as well. If you're already part of the gang, thanks, love you, good to have you around. Anyway, today I will be doing a quick channel update and asking for your help. Don't worry, I'm not after your money, though you're welcome to give it to me anyway, obviously. Won't say no. So first up, a couple of weeks ago, as some of you know, the channel became one of the less than 10% of all YouTube channels to hit the magic 1,000 subscribers mark. So thanks. It took me over 6 months to get to my first 50 subs, so the recent uptake in the last few weeks has been unexpected and delightful. So what's the help I'm after, I hear you ask? Well, basically I'm just looking to you, the viewer, for thoughts and feedback on a few things. You can either comment below or email me if you prefer at air.jsbyt@gmail.com. That's on your screens now and in the description as well. I'd love to hear from you. I'm especially interested in your thoughts about my mooted future plans for Wednesday videos, but more on that in a moment. As some of you know, I've been a bit ill lately. Poor me, I know. I'm fine now. But it kind of reinforced that limiting myself to 3 videos a week is the maximum I can do. So starting in March, I'm going to be locking in a slightly more structured schedule. Mondays will be usually a single song reaction or review, alternating between my 2 chart-based series, which are 25 songs, which looks at one of the many singles to have reached number 25 in either the UK or the US charts. I've got a list of about 100 of those, so I have been and will continue to seek your guidance via polls on the community page as to which ones I should be looking at. The other strand is, oh yes indeed, the bottom 60. Again, charting singles that missed the top 40 in either the US or UK, and often both. Again, I've got no shortage of options here, so those might also start turning up as poll choices from time to time. Keep your eyes peeled for those. I'll skip Wednesday for a moment, but it's very important, so stay tuned. Friday is still the home of the slightly longer formatted videos, again alternating between 2 strands, the song war, it's not a battle, it's a war, pitting 2 songs against each other and deciding on a favourite. And then there's the random foreplay, where I generally celebrate a big anniversary of an album by spinning it on shuffle and selecting 4 of the tracks along the way for us to listen to together. So this year for Song Wars, I'm generally going to alternate between episodes featuring 2 versions of one song and ones where 2 very different songs happen to share a title. Again, no shortage of options for these. As for the albums for the random foreplays, I try to choose albums that have a special meaning for me or are just underrepresented on YouTube generally. So the next few I plan to record will all be celebrating 50th anniversaries in March, because they came out in March 75, so they are albums by Steely Dan, Seals and Crofts, and Chicago. Live streaming. Fairly recent addition to the channel, and it's delightful and humbling that some of you are already making that a regular part of your week. Cheers. So for the most part, I will try to keep streaming on Saturday nights from 9 p.m. UK time. If I can't manage that in certain weeks, then I might look at doing the odd Sunday instead. I appreciate that will probably be less good for those of you who are down under. Monday mornings is maybe not it's time to be jumping on a live stream, but hey. Again, I'll keep you posted on a weekly basis as to what to expect, and there will be the odd week where I can't do Saturday or Sunday, but for the most part, I hope to be on most weeks. Streams will continue to be a mix of themed evenings and deep dives into catalogues of specific artists. If there's an artist or theme you'd like to see covered, let me know. I promise nothing, but I can't consider it if I don't even know that it's a possibility. Am I right? Yes, but you're right. Now, the main point of this video is really Wednesdays. Starting in March, I'm thinking of trying a few different things and seeing what works and what doesn't, basically. So as we go along, feedback from you will be vital. So I'm going to call it the Wednesday wildcard. Now, what could that mean? For the most part, I probably won't be reacting or listening to music for these ones anymore, but I might react to other music-related things, such as clips of infamous interviews or Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speeches, Mike Love. But I'm also considering adding concert and album reviews into the mix. I only have two 2025 releases so far, but there are so many more coming in the next few months. And I was absolutely going to review the recent Toto gig, but then I fell ill. In short, it was bloomin' fantastic. There you go. In depth and insightful as ever from your man. For those of you who may be tired of just listening to me all the time, and I count myself in amongst that group, I'd also like to bring in the odd guests and do discussion and ranking shows. As ever, I've got plenty of ideas of my own for my own sort of spin on those sorts of things. I don't fancy replicating what others already do and do well. But for example, say ranking 10 favourite singles from a band could be one option, or selecting the 5 must-keep albums from a catalogue. Anyway, again, if you have any thoughts on that, and especially if you might be interested in potentially joining me for a ranking or discussion episode, do reach out. Again, that handy email address is air.jsbyt@gmail.com. And don't worry, I know I make it look difficult, but talking rubbish about music on YouTube is actually really, really easy and fun. Right, pretty much there now. So thanks again for listening to me witter on, and double thank you in advance to anyone who does provide feedback in any shape or form about anything I mentioned, or anything I've forgotten. We'll hopefully all look forward to where the channel goes and grows from here. So, as ever, it is simply bye for now, but I really hope not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.